Wola Mafetu. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to the Happy People TV, Orlando Pirates fan channel. This is an emergency stream, just like it was yesterday, but even more of an emergency this time because the club has put us at shame, or did they do us proud? But they definitely shut us up. No more lists, no more speculations. Now we have to go to Morocco and find out a bit more about this guy. I'm joined by Mr. Coach, Mr. Katlejo, and Ben in the 18 area. Machimbos, I want you guys, I hope you've got your stones to throw. I hope you have your trump cards at the back of your pocket and leave everything on the pitch, Bafetu. 90 minutes. Abdeslam, who knows how to pronounce his name? Abdeslam.
Yes, first things first.
That's the problem there. That's the first problem.
At least if you want something exotic, so now we're going to be playing the Moroccan guitar or Moroccan drums. So. I actually have a couple of questions. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to maybe just talk about everything and then I'll just ask the first question and then we will take it from there. So basically we want to find out after this stream as we share in this therapy session. I want to know, guys, what is success for this man? What is failure? Yeah? You as an individual supporter also, what is your expectation for the season? Has the club done us justice with this man and his CV? Knowing where we're coming from. The next one is we're going to maybe end up with the league position predictions. And I hope everybody who's watching stays tuned for that. And also, I think I'll make this the first question. How long will this man last, Buffett? Look,
I can't say. Well, I want to pitch you actually as things stand right now. Selling treasure or tabona to preseason batman over Spain. And then Artabona required the first quarter of the season. Will he last for the rest of the season or not? But I'd like to believe if he does fairly well, then he'll probably stay 3 seasons the same way as Jose did.
That sounds like you just named how long his contract is. I'll give you a chance, Mr. Coach. How long will Abdeslam last, Mr. Coach?
Oh, Buzamin. With all due respect, give it 23. Give it 23 vandaag. Honestly speaking, I look at his track record and everything. We'll be lucky to have him at the club in June 2026.
Also, you only
lithi na December ngasimakala January sokuthiwa mele sibambe ngekhetheka futhi.
Katleo, how do you feel? How long will this man last? Face value, first look.
Let me start off by saying that the Iron Joke does it again. I think it's a typical Orlando Pirates appointment. Over the years, they tend to get them wherever they get them. We hardly appoint a coach with credibility. I think we were a bit naive to believe the reports that we were believing all along. Because it's history. Well, last year we appointed a big coach. Before this guy was Riveiro. Before Riveiro, Nelly Mangiro was Zimbabwe. Before Zimbabwe was Micho. Because I can't really count Rulani because Rulani didn't coach for that long. And then it was Micho, But we knew Micho because Micho coached before, remember? But also when he came first time, we didn't know him. And then before, who was it? I think there was a guy called Shell Watwat.
Shell
Watwat. We didn't know that guy. Yes, Mushin. I think the only one that we knew was Mushin. He came with a bit of credibility, a bit, from Kaiser Chiefs. He won something at Kaiser Chiefs. I mean, he won a lot of trophies at Kaiser Chiefs.
And
who?
No, I was saying in Ajax as well.
Yeah, in Ajax as well. Yeah, he built a strong team there as well. And then before that, I think it was Kroll.
And Tinkler were also there, but apparently they don't count as part of the plumber system.
Yes, but my point is that we don't hire a coach with credibility. Let me just make an example, like a Pito. Someone that when he arrives at the club, he's gonna arrive with there's gonna be that thing that we have a coach. You understand? Like the way Ali does it. Ali hires credible coaches with a track record. So how long do I think he's gonna stay? I think his longest stint was 2 years at a club, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that was as a head coach or what. So I have to go with
technical director.
That's the longest thing. I have to agree with Mr. Coach, man. I think 12 months. I think, yeah, okay, why not 12 months? Because already, if he doesn't win this trophy at the beginning, the MTN 8 already there's gonna be a problem. People are not happy, so there's gonna be a problem already. So I think for my 12 months, yeah, I see 12 months as well.
Yeah, MTN 8 is a design.
Mr. Ben.
Look, we've won it 3 times in a row. But change a cup. No, there's a new cup because of us. So if now we're only new coach, you are eliminated first round, then maybe
okay. Maybe I'll ask Amo also. I'm seeing Mr. Coach is saying this man is going to last less than a season. We'll have a caretaker by the time it's June again next year. Katler was like, nah, yeah, you are saying 12 months maximum.
12 months.
12 months maximum. And then Mr. Ben, when you haven't given me a definitive answer except for, well, he's got a 3-year contract, it seems, most probably. And they come on, late comer, African time. Before anything, what's our new coach's name?
Abu what? Abdul. Slam.
Abdeslam. Yeah. Up the Bucs, Abdeslam. Dog, we are just currently talking about how long do you see him lasting? 1, Ana CV. Okay. 2, Ana track record, recurring week. There's something to hold on to, and the list goes on. So face value. First look at it. How long do you think he will last?
Hey man, what I can say is I can see the people are not happy. So he has a mountain to climb. If he can take the cup, retrying the first one, maybe you're not 2 seasons, you're not.
If he can win a couple of games in the MTN 8 and
yes.
Yeah, but right.
So you guys don't believe he can?
It wouldn't be him. It wouldn't be him winning it, Chief. But it would definitely, nah. Since we are calling it our trophy, right? It means for him to win it, he's just securing what's already at home, right? So we will maybe see him as an Orlando Pirates coach and maybe start to pronounce his name correctly after he wins an MTN 8. And then maybe we can start, because MTN 8 developed before anything happens in the league, dog. And we'll be playing the CAF qualifier, right? Around that same time?
Yes.
Yeah, preliminary round, yeah.
You guys we don't have a coach still. That's what's in the back of your mind.
How we do?
What I'm saying is that he himself is still he's still fixing his tax clearances. He's still fixing his contractual what permanent.
No, besides that,
okay, as a permanent, get 3-year contract. Okay, yeah.
I'm saying him as a person, like as a coach.
Yeah,
Rivero's application like coach. Nothing else. He's not a doctor, he's not a plumber, he's a coach. Alim tape.
He hasn't done anything, bro.
Alim tape.
Nah, you say based on the track record, you know. Let me not say again but it doesn't give me confidence.
Yes.
You know?
As much as
I never said Riveiro, but or Magadize, so but I don't have confidence, man. I don't have confidence. As much as I don't like Rulani, but I think I would have preferred him, you know, over this guy.
True. Yeah, no, Buffett, what happened with him and Marumo Kalans?
They said they couldn't afford him.
What?
They couldn't afford him.
A coach you don't
so I no hire.
A coach they don't know was too
Wait,
expensive.
Mr. Coach, can I just ask, did they know they couldn't afford him? Hannah, it was from an interview hire, his words.
Yes, his words, hold his mouth. He said they couldn't afford. They couldn't afford him. I feel him like a higher chance.
And why couldn't they afford him? Why couldn't they afford him again? Maroon was going through financial what, Buffett?
Maybe what do Ramfit? I could say, well, what do for Marumo, not for us. He's right up our alley.
He managed 12 games.
Okay, besides they couldn't afford him, he did well at Marumo because Marumo was sitting at like 14 or 15 if I'm not.
Hold on, Buffett. Why is he going to talk fella the Bampagania influence about did well? You guys know Marumo finished 10th, right? Out of 15 teams.
He works well with youth.
Right? Relegation zone.
So out of 15 teams, he finished 10th. Took them from 15 to 10. Get well, my gents.
12 games.
Alright. I'm actually in my gents.
12 draws, 12 wins. King 4 games. King 12 games, 4 wins, 4 draws.
5 wins.
Or 5 wins, 4 draws. And then
I'm tired of looking at his record because it doesn't make for good reading anyway.
So basically,
So let me get this straight, Mapaganya. I've got one question before Kumera show. And I don't want to take over today. I had a rant on Bucs brief. So we sign Bombutuma and Bomremi, players who are coming from small teams, and then we appoint a coach who comes from a small team, and somehow that must come together and make a big team.
No, you are wrong. We have a skull and we have a crossbones. That is more than enough for anybody to come and do well. Apparently, Mfethu. But look, that's where we come from, That's where we come from with Jose, is it not?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I have to say. I think there's criteria, when it comes to the plumber system. There's a plumber system that we are using, and there's a criteria of how a plumber becomes successful. So I just want everybody to speak and get their thoughts out and everything. And then I will say what I feel like is going to happen according to our well-crafted plumber system. Mr. Pen, no to ring that.
No, Nekere, Jose Mfethu, as much as we didn't know much about him, there was 2 things I knew. Kore, Nelly, coach Adintwana, that's where the team, they go. Kana King, Finland. And then I had heard Hore, CAF specialist. And then, and then to show he was a CAF specialist in his first season, Rawina, MTN 8. And I think Netlamela Tabe Sundowns go final. So that was convincing vele or I bafethu sine coach forget the word plumber sesine coach ke manje. So Leo MTN 8 tshwantse I win. If we win that, then there'll be some sort of acceptance from the fans.
The first test. The first test.
Every time you say Jose, you guys trigger me every time, and I don't want to scream too much. Every time someone says Jose was a plumber, you're just hitting a nerve from me. If I don't about it, what do you want to see Pirates achieve at like So system e le ring e sebeditse e sa tlang le league.
Ke batla star coach.
Ona re tlwelesa le no e o le balang ka yona na ile aksana tabale star for as long as he's my head coach. If he can just make the group stages, I'll clap for him.
FIFA status, Club World Cup status.
You have to do well in the Champions League to play Club World Cup. So, yeah. Yes, in
4-year project, Bafethu. Are we in the game? Look at Club World Cup. Look careful. Just win some games. Get to the quarters. Score a lot of goals. Have a 4-year plan. Get to the next Club World Cup. Get some money. And then we can have our club back. I don't know, bro.
Do you know how much money we made from the CAF Champions League semi-finals? Because about Chelete Ogeruna as a Chelete coach.
Yeah.
Chelete Pirates.
No, gents, I'm not even thinking that far. I'm not thinking Body World Cup. With the Champions League, I'm thinking about the immediate. Can this guy make the group play? You know, that's what I'm thinking about now. You know, that's the most demoralizing part about it, because I thought we had set a standard. You know, we were here. We needed a coach that's gonna take us here. You know, because I think if you're looking at Sundowns, I think Sundowns. Let's just say Sundowns is on level 10. We were on level 5.5. You know, we needed a coach that was gonna take us maybe to at least 7. You know, maybe where the points difference between us and Sundowns, maybe give them 5 points or something. You know, now with this guy, is he gonna do that? You know, and my problem is that he seems like a yo-yo coach. He doesn't stay for too long at a club, and you can't really rely on someone like that, you know. I mean, if you spend 4 months at a club, man, I mean, what's that? I mean, that doesn't count, you know. And you bring him to the club, and it shows that our bar is so low that we are looking at a coach that saved a team from relegation and took them from 15 to 10. You know, is that our level now? You know, but if you make a comparison to European clubs, we look at Pirates as a Liverpool, as in terms of you understand. So would a Liverpool hire a coach that saved the team from relegation? I don't think so.
Nope.
You know, if you want to play with the big boys, you need to move like a big boy as well. You can't be behaving like a small boy. You know, look at Sundowns. I hate to be bringing Sundowns, but they are our measuring sticks in terms of everything: the players, the coach. You know, the money that they spend. You know, so I'm not bashing the guy. I think I'm bashing the club more than the guy. You know.
Yes.
I think it's a letdown, man. I think it's a letdown. Honestly, it's a huge.
It's like we fetched a substitution teacher.
Yeah, I understand.
Let me read the comments, gents. It's a difficult one. I thought the whole Rulani thing was divisive. Goodness gracious me. So Utabi, Thank you for opening up the comment section. So, whenever I hear the word project from a coach, ke bona fela or league draw. Amos. Pirates have quality players, guys, and he's got the same technical staff that has been with Pirates for a while. He's good enough, and he must get his combinations right in Spain, and then he'll be good to go. Okay, a couple of games in Spain, and we get in the MTN 8. I can sign up for that. Can we give him? This is Mafelung. Can we give him 3 games to see direction that we are going into? I don't know if those are preseason games. I don't know who hasn't muted right now. Mara, feedback and let's get number fit. Let's check out the muted all on Shapo. Let me just start over my fellow's comments. Can we give him 3 games so that we can see that the direction we are going into is fairly new, yes, but that doesn't mean he isn't capable to do the job. Does it mean he is? Amos came back and said that Maruma Kalansi complained about the training equipment and it was not run professionally. He also said there was a time when they arrived hours before the game, and which was unprofessional before versus Stelis. So I don't know if they couldn't get their travel stuff right. Back again, to hopefully the players will buy into his system or his philosophy or ideology and be committed to it. The first 8 games will be very crucial this season. Okay, 3 games, 8 games, MTN 8 preliminary round. Okay, Shapo. And then the last comment here, Morena. I said it is Olo. Let's support the team and hope the players will continue from the past season. Uraf. Yeah, I agree with those. Thank you guys for the comments. They really help us with the direction and show us, where is this conversation going and how are you guys feeling? Also, I did start the poll, Buffet, we'll see at the end how it will be looking. 20 votes so far. The question is, has the club done us justice with the Abdeslam? Hey, what a tongue twister. Abdeslam Ouaddou appointment, and he my answers were, it's either too soon to judge or yes, he's the man for us, and then 80% too soon to judge. When I make these questions a bit more nuanced.
That's why, Johnny. And me, I'm calling out the fan base for this because Tinasi accepts. Don't give us guy on the Pirates. Sit down, cause again. Accept. Don't give those like. First of all, I'm saying let's pack up the league now and call an Uber by deliver that what Lorco. And the problem is, it's for a simple reason. Nobody can look at me in my eye right now and say this guy is capable of getting 73 points next season. Finish and plan. It was totally it. And for us to win the league, Sundowns is going to have to decline. Sundowns perfect. I remember that I could pay little Wakalang catching up my chance. I will spend that 300 million no, and open the gap even further, if anything. But here's the thing, I don't think he's going to do bad, bro. I think his philosophy, it kind of goes with our style of play. I liked the way the football they played, and I think he can get that to work again. Check record the youth as well. I think he can get the youth behind them. He can vote and motivate them. We'll play good football, Buffet, too. And I think best case scenario, we'll even pick up a cup or 2. But I'm not here for cups, my chance, but a league. And I can tell you for a fact right now, I'm not legal man, and that's my biggest problem.
Well said.
Yeah, well, you did say, Rakasi, we need league, but we still not sure about our expectations, guys. Like, Honale Kape 1 for the season. Honale get closer to Sundowns for the season. Honale go further in CAF, if that's even possible right now, for the season. So, it's well and good saying he's not going to win the league. Nobody was going to win the league in their first season. So what is the real realistic expectation to say, no, carry on, you are doing well? Is it better football or is it those other options that I named just now? Ben?
Results. Better football does nothing. You don't have bragging rights because, hey, we played great football. Sundowns has bragging rights because they won the Premier League 8 times in a row. Not they played beautiful football 8 seasons in a row. No. So Namfetu, actually, it's painful being a Pirates fan over the past, I can say, 10 years now. I watched Michu fix Team Area Jiwadi 6-1, and then took us to number 2, and then after number 2, then his second season, he actually pushed Sundowns to the last game. Mm-hmm. That was the last time we pushed Sundowns to the last game in the league.
Yeah.
After that, all these coaches came through. Most recently, Jose Riveiro. And then now, actually, based on what coach has said, this season was the closest he got to Sundowns. Last season, Sundowns we never December, which busy smell like the MTN but Sundowns it's like December, and also joining Galaxy Honinger Sokodisa. This season is the first time we're gonna go the group stages. I'm thinking the past 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. So our fate league group stage. Then we're talking business.
League group stage.
I would say we're lucky this season because we made it to group stage and we're, almost made it to the final. But how often is that going to happen? It's not like now every season we make it through to the group stages, we're going to make it to the knockout. Yeah, so the most, like the pressing matter, league.
Yes.
Tell me, so you're saying the only way, I'm saying to you, Ben, what does he do for you to say, no, Uzagatle, let's see next season?
Okay, so now, obviously, turns out in the MTN 8, the turns out qualify the group stage, running turns sharp, and then and the league, bro. Like,
wait, okay, get closer. I'll take that as a get closer.
Bear in mind.
Yeah, Gamo.
Bear in mind, last season, guys. Last season, Pirates was the hottest it has ever been this past 2 seasons or 3 seasons.
10.
By what? The hottest. Come on. MTN 8-3 win, Netbank finale, semi-finalist CAF. So obviously, he has a status to put now. He has to do better than what we did last season. So can he do that?
So that's how you say that's okay. Luckily, we didn't overachieve last season. So the way we want to is MTN 8 enough for you to say no, carry on the next season, or what else does he have to show? Because he's not going to win anything that Jose hasn't won before.
There's 7 games.
You see, I have to weigh my expectations with what I have. I can't just expect things by Markebo. I don't have the players or the coach to do that. If we had, let's just say, Rulani, as much as I was not in favor of him coming, I would say we need to compete for the league. Now, my expectations have changed. I have to be honest. He has to win the MTN 8. That's for sure. At least 2. If he wins 2 cups, we can keep quiet about the league, definitely. And he needs to reduce the points gap between us and Sundowns, which I don't see it happening, by the way. I think we might regress on that part because we also lost players, by the way. And the players that we brought in, I don't think are the players that would take us to that level. I mean, out of the players that we bought, I don't think the players we bought are better than the players that we have now. That's a very crucial thing. So my expectations for the season, 2 cups. It's the minimum requirement. You know, and obviously,
sure.
He can't. It has to be top 2. He can't be in a position 3 or lower than that.
So 2 cups and at least another go at the Champions League next season. Fede, Mr. Coach, right now. Oh, Fanekaya, how? Because all I heard from you was league.
No, that's not my expectation. That's what I want. I have no right to expect that from this poor man.
Okay.
So, as far as I'm concerned, just don't embarrass me. Just don't embarrass me, Chiefs.
Yeah.
Don't get hammered by Sundowns. Don't finish 3rd. Don't get knocked out of a competition in the first week. Try to win the Carling knockout. Maybe you can win that. Just don't embarrass me, bro. But now I never quite tell a coach. He's very happy to be here. This is great for his career. Congratulations. Good for his CV. It's kind of sad I'm fit. I got win a cup. We're gonna downgrade, bro. That's a fact. So just don't embarrass me. So I'm fit to just keep it clean, dog. You know, if you can hit 60 points, I'll be grateful. Try to finish the season. Don't throw tantrums, you know. Just don't put my club name into disrepute. That's the best thing I can ask from him. But in terms of winning the league and great silverware, MTN Bafetu, honestly, I don't think it was going to be easy for any coach. 4 times back-to-back is unprecedented. It's not easy. Even if it's 3 and easy. So I don't want to put that on him. I think the only way he can change my mind for me to be like, you know what, I was talking nonsense, Bafetu. I apologize, I was wrong. He's going to have to win the first 10 league games.
Yes.
All of them.
Yeah.
Well said.
Well, there's a question here from Amos. So, Mapagane, I got a question for the panelists, all of us. Do you think Dr. Khoza let us down with this coach, or do you think he chose this coach because he aligns with the Pirates' vision and his philosophy as a, you know, as the Iron Duke? I'll answer first. I think he didn't let himself down. I'll tell you that.
Nope.
He didn't let. Did he let us down? For now, he didn't let me down with this appointment. He let me down when he couldn't keep Jose. That's where he let me down. So it was going to take a lot for him to hire somebody that I was like, okay, I can let go of Jose for this guy, you know. So I'll say yes. He I'll just have to say yes. He let me down. Let me go this way, Mr. Ben. Did he let you down, or does he know what he's doing and we're just a bunch of guys on the internet?
Oh, me, he let me down. But based on how he's done things over the years, stock standard. This is how it always goes down. Because I actually, before, like, based on what Katle was saying, before Barkima, before Michu, I would say the only other coach that was known, Nelly Roger Tisa, that I knew, like Coach Roger Tisa. But it's always coaches you don't know. Wopapichi, Vivi. A lot of those coaches I knew about them as head coaches at Orlando Pirates. So I think this is just how he does things, which...
Kamo, did he let you down, or does he know what he's doing?
None of the above. I'm thinking he's taking a chance. Just take a chance. What chance?
No nuance, no nothing. Ish, my feet. No, I'll take that answer.
On my ear.
Katleo?
It's a massive letdown. It's just not just a letdown. It's a massive letdown. I know that he has been doing that like all these years, but I think this was the time to get a big coach. There was no better time than now because I think we have a team, man. I think we have about 8 players that are very good. We just need a coach to take them there. So it's a massive letdown, not only to me, I think to a certain section of supporters and to other people that just watch football in South Africa. And I think it's like a slap, man. It's like a slap in the faces of South African coaches as well. I mean, if you're gonna take someone that is not big, why not go for someone that has won something in South Africa? You can go to if you're gonna fetch a guy that's not big, go to a Clinton Larsen. That guy has won something. And also he's a former Pirates player as well. He won the Kali last season. He beat Pirates and Sundowns. He beat Sundowns in the final. He won a cup with Celtics back in the days, when he beat Sundowns in the final again. So if you're going to fetch someone that's not popular or that we are not expecting, at least go with someone that has won something. You understand?
Yes.
So for me, that's my biggest problem is that you are buying someone, you're getting someone that hasn't done anything, and it doesn't give us confidence. That's the problem, So you can't really blame us for feeling this way because we're expecting more. You understand? So yeah, for me, it's a massive letdown, honestly.
Thank you, Mr. Coach.
No, I'm fair too. Obviously, a letdown, dog. He ruined my entire day. I had a horrible day thanks to this announcement. But to be completely honest, not only was it a letdown for me. For me, it made things very clear, Mfethu. Very, very, very clear. Ambition ya win a league, but the supporter and maybe the players. Dr. Koza would like to win the league. Doesn't need to win the league. It would be nice if Pirates won the league sometime, but they don't have sleepless nights thinking about what can we do to topple Sundowns. No, this made it very clear to me that the most important thing is that he maintains the way he runs his club. And if it wins the league, it would be nice, but that's not what they wake up in the morning trying to figure out. The fact that Sundowns has won the last 8 leagues in a row only pains us. He's just saying, to me, he made it clear. He might as well have come out and say, Bafetu, just get used to clapping for other kids. It's not for us. Stop comparing yourself with other kids, guys. This is Orlando Pirates. So that's how I feel, and that's what he made clear to me. So yes, he let me down, but he also made it clear that he knows what he's doing, and as long as the football looks good, he's happy.
This was a sucker punch.
Actually, you just reminded me of something while you're saying that. So basically, Dr. Koza operator, no player / coach is bigger than the club.
And the club will always be the club.
So many examples.
Let me go through just a couple of the latest comments. So Patoguhle says, guys, you can judge me as much as you want. This is my opinion. And I think this coach was appointed because maybe he's affordable. That's my opinion, guys. I want that one must be highlighted. Okay, sharp. And then Nomsa is not seeming like the same Nomsa. No, this must be an imposter. Somebody hacked the account. This coach seems professional. I'm sure he can build. We expected something else, but I hope he pleasantly surprises us. Okay, then. And then, as you well said, coach, those are my thoughts. Management team. Yep. Don't compare yourself with other children. And then this person has a very weird username. I don't know if it's Mandis or Mandels. I don't know. True. The ambition to win in the league or to win the league is with the supporters, not with management. To add to that, we're not buying quality players to compete with Sundowns. So people are basically, agreeing that, this whole league thing that we were dreaming of. That's why we were crying for a manager who's won something, because at least he will have the ambition and the know-how. The last thing that we would have wanted to get is a person how do I run a training session again? How many assistants do I need? Mandla, what's going on with this boy? Mandla, I need some advice.
That's the last thing we need, bro.
That's the last thing. Mandla, he's gonna buy a new pair of glasses for this one, because he's gonna be like, I need to raise this boy. To Mandla. Imagine our new manager getting Twana to Mandla. So
in modern football, my gents, in modern football, coaches are battling team. It's only one red flag for a club as big as Pirates. Then they go to coaches on Zela one as Zenzela. Because I want somebody who won't have too much to say, who's gonna just agree. Like I said, Mr. Ouaddou, Abdeslam Ouaddou is actually very happy to be here. So one of the same way, Moremi, his life has changed. No Jalla Pirates. It's the same thing with this coach.
Yes.
Jackpot, Willy Wonka. To come on. Yo, guys, it's not easy, gents. And it's still 80-20 with the poll. Still saying it's too soon, 80%. Well, gents, we are going to pre-season soon. I think we've got 6 matches or something like that. We're going to play against a couple of... if anybody has the list in front of them, they can share it. But if not, I believe it's just a couple of matches against credible teams. Is it 4 games? Okay.
Bolton Wanderers.
Las Palmas.
Yeah,
Granada. Granada. That is going to be our preseason. Are we judging from minute 1?
I'm judging the football. I'm just a guy. Now I just want to see some good football, see, okay, coach likes this, okay, sharp. Then, at least maybe that can work, 1, 2, 3. I won't be judging in the sense that if he doesn't win the first 4 games, I win or what, or whatever. I won't judge him and say, oh my goodness, it's a train smash. No, I'll be like, okay, cool.
So no more nameling for Lotito.
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
Don't forget, this guy doesn't want to step on any toes. He's happy to be here.
Tito suddenly a sport in feature.
Okay, guys, let me trap you guys with a question. No? As a coach, do you need time to build a team, and in order to be successful, do you think you would need time to build a team, or is it better to get in, play some attacking helicopter football, if that even makes sense, and then win something and get out of there? Do we need time as coaches? Katlego?
Yes.
Yeah, there's no building now, guys. We have a team that finished in the semifinals of the Champions League. We have a team that finished second. We have a team that went to 2 domestic cup finals. There's no building. We have a team. So it's not like he's starting from scratch. You see, Jose was a building coach because we came from nothing. And then he put us to the certain... The foundation is there, the walls are there, the windows are there. You understand? We just need the roof now. You understand? So now stories are building. I'm not gonna listen to that, guys. Because if you say you're building, then that means you're gonna give this guy a leeway to make mistakes. You can't be making mistakes this season. There's no way. We are building on it. We can't entertain that, honestly. We can't.
100%.
Yeah, no, I was asking because of when it comes to time, I feel like maybe the one flaw in our plumber system is that we haven't given anyone enough time to actually finish the flipping project. So yeah, Mr. Coach.
A plumber's only as good as his contract is still there. Once he finishes his job, doing, so we have to keep building. It's Buffett. Guys realize he's gonna have to do all of these things without Mofokeng. You guys are you aware to how much of our season last season was Mofokeng's work? So he must do it without no Saleh, no Mofokeng. Ha! I am to quote Juna Kanya Machans, lay in Bombay. Lay in Bombay Street.
No.
All of Jens is just playing the video in the background.
No, that's not right.
Isn't this is where I live?
That's not right.
In Bombay,
That's not right. No, but
That video is hilarious. That video is hilarious. Mr. Coach, make your point before I go crazy.
That's why I get enough of it to never get charged a coach here about you. Coach here about you. You know, he's going to try his best. And like I'm a supporter now, because I can play man. I'm a supporter. But I want you guys to know that at every time that something goes wrong, I'm going to come to this platform, get management, because first of all, I think the fan base, my chance, I don't know why Remtab. Okay, we know why Remtab so called. It's all raised to know Ray. Watch yourself now.
I'm Tabo,
Watch your mouth. I think platforms like these, I'm passionate about being a supporter, and I think platforms like these are very important for us to address things that are important. If we walk on eggshells and say, hey, let's not judge him, Buffett, I don't think chance, and keep doing that every season, we're gonna be here for the next 30 years. But I don't want my kids to see this.
True.
So now I will call it out and Kampanang prove her wrong, and people say, what bugan man, Kampane. But that is going to be a surprise. And we all know that for him to deliver will be a surprise. There are a few people who are saying, yes, this is the guy, finally. And those people are on copium. Whatever cause has been feeding them, they are eating it up. So all I'm saying is that let's please set a standard for the club. Buffet today, so for I continue, man.
But it's about what's the deal breaker? What's the Abdeslam Ouaddou must go? What are the conditions that need to be met until it's must go? 3 match losing streak, a certain win percentage. How are we at least judging his floor? We've already seen the ceiling. That even Katleo said that all he needed to do was add a good ceiling, but now we have to start from scratch. So okay, Fade, what is the deal breaker with this guy? If I had to answer that, I would say if he doesn't do well in the MTN8, I remember Mr. Coach said Oscar Klaus against Chiefs. Obviously, I hope he's been in South Africa for long enough to know that. And then from there, I think it's I wonder if we do not get out of that group with a. Okay, you know what? If we don't make it in the group, obviously, I don't care how early it is in the season. If we don't get past the preliminary, building nicks, go, please. We made a mistake. Return to sender. I don't know. Warranty something. I don't know. Again, Ben, deal breaker.
Actually, I wanted to pose a question to all of you guys.
Okay.
So don't you think, seeing that, we can all agree, or Sundowns lead today, faded, still that well-oiled machine built by Beats on it. Don't you think, or at least still now we at a well-oiled status, we've been winning 2 cups every season. So now we're at that point where an average coach, we can still achieve great because we are well oiled.
It took us 4 games, 1 win and 3 draws last season. Carry on.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's a question we'll try Arab as we go around. But I would say deal breaker, obviously, to group stage. If running, because gets about group stage, if you're running, very that. If running, this time around, and then we don't go to the group stage of CAF, obvious, you see some Marumo, we can even help you pay for him. Yeah, that
Chaos.
But
another deal breaker, Mr. KB. It's like if he can break the record of the league games, the first 9 or 8. Aye, benze.
Wait, when do you say Abdeslam must go? What must happen? The biggest things we have to choose from is basically preliminary and MTN 8 and something like a losing streak or something like that.
Yeah,
when give him time doesn't make sense anymore. When give him time doesn't make sense anymore.
If he gets out of MTN 8, first game, he must go.
Okay.
I must go.
Away those are high standards from you. Katleo, deal breaker.
My first deal breaker will have to be the type of first 11 he picks. You understand? If he's gonna pick, who's that guy? That guy's coming back, Gilberto. If he's starting to pick Gilberto, I'm getting worried. It's a deal breaker, you know, because it says a lot about a coach, the way he picks his first 11. It says a lot about it. So for me, that's my first deal breaker. My second deal breaker, obviously, it has to be doing well. Minimum reach the final. Yeah, MTN 8 minimum.
Okay,
that's reach the final. If you can't do that, then it's a deal breaker. And then Champions League, he has to qualify for the group stages as well. You know? So for me, my first priority is the first 11 that he picks. If he's gonna pick the wrong players already now, it's a deal breaker. If he's gonna continue with Makopa, you know, it's a problem.
Let's try as a cinch.
Man, don't get me started.
Nagbatlomona Azamankota on the left or Shandu on the right. I can't wait until that day I seen Kota on the left and Shandu on the right. yeah, then I'll know that we are in for it. Mr. Coach, deal breaker.
My ceiling is already very low. My ceiling is at waist high. So deal breaker for me is look, like I said, Nampecha, I'm gonna back him because Oksala I coach him and he's gonna do the best he can. Mara, first 5 league games, if you can't win all 5, I can not even a draw. If you can't win all 5, in fact no 7. If you can't win all 7 of the first 7 league games, campaign mara because it means we're postponing our ambitions to next season. But yeah, first 7 league games, and you can never lose to Chiefs, bro. That one is treason. That one is treason. Don't lose to Chiefs. If you lose to Chiefs, if you get hammered by Sundowns, axe.
Away. Just a couple of comments. Or go through the comment and say, hey, Shane, there's this one that stands out, Buffett. But jwale ke nako ya ho rapela ka ho fela morena o thuse. Danko Tabiso, that one is from Tabiso. And then Farid, our Pirates is run like the ANC. Dautonar, as a coach, you need the ability to motivate and make the player dream bigger. There is nothing to build here. Maybe a facelift nyana here and there. I hear you. And then I think there's this boy called Mokwana from our DDC. He can try to play in Mofokeng's position. I know, good shout there. Nomsa wants Oswin. I'm glad those messages came one after the other. Tautona comes back and says, Tautona wins 6 out of 8 of the first 8 in all competitions. That's his benchmark. Anything less is a deal breaker. And then Amos, the other thing that bothers me about this coach, it looks like he doesn't stay long at a team. It's like he's a short stint coach. And what do we think about that? We will tell you what we think about that. Thank you for raising that one. And then Tato Mod Dankomfetu Area, he couldn't come through to the therapy session, but he's in the comments. Dankomfetu, I hope you hit the like so you can show everybody the example. And then in Nomsa ends it off and says management will be choosing his 11. No, Nomsa, no. And then Zebulon says, it's no more up the Bucs, it's up the slum because of Abdeslam. So Buffett. That's actually the one thing I wanted to actually just get your thoughts on, and thank you again to Amos. And that's also why I raised the question of, so do we need time or not? Does this person that's supposed to, do great things for us, does he need time? Because this man has no reputation, no record. He has never in his life before stayed at a club for a whole season. I coach. No, oh wow. That's even more damning.
No, I think work a winner, so not.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I was saying that he doesn't have a long record of longevity. I'm inclined to believe Mr. Chaos and say maybe we are watching a game of dice being played here by management. I don't know, because there's no long term written anywhere here. Nothing here says it will last. Nothing. Chance.
Maybe that's the point.
And why taking flop my chance? Coaches leave, dog. You always must check the context. It's not even Urubam Kobam or Utamaya Grand. Check his record. Wangala. Everywhere he leaves, Velangala.
I thought it's okay. What couldn't they afford? Because there was a comment here. He was complaining about the bus is not fast enough, and then he was complaining the facilities or whatever. And then I'm sure for training around, they can't afford my services here. So yeah, just let's talk about this longevity and this guy being a Mulotsana. That's what So yeah, gents, where do you guys see this whole longevity thing, guys?
Romain Falls, and this guy is the same thing.
Yeah. Mr. Pen?
I'm going man on me.
I actually just want to put up his record on the screen while you talk, Ben. Yeah?
Yeah, again, it seems like I'm fit to Kim Toloring Velongala fast. So if I'm fit to obviously, say for instance, like what was happening with Saleh, management is busy in the background there, and then when you need this player, you need him to win, and you need him for the CAF games, you need him for the league, you need him. He's your go-to big game player. And then Bonaba busy that background. Anyone else I'm fit to die. I'm fit to go media. I'm fit to food chela with things and so it's not easy or saying or I can run move on from your R2 to say other players on the position. Many other coaches wouldn't stand for that in fit.
True.
So if Kim Toloring Velongala fast and what's about North Africans in fit you by Bonavele, serious or Palababa. So
a question one, just a little bit of a tangent, I think Sundowns go toe to toe with Dortmund.
Yes.
now if I'm a Sundowns player and I'm in America, ke bula Facebook, ke bona Pirates, ke a laugh, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to face Sundowns now. I don't want to
Yes.
face them. I would like to hide.
Very much.
Very much. I don't want to go deal with them. This is not the guy I'm taking to war.
Bear in mind, and last season we beat them with Jose Coliquin. Second time of asking. And it was a good game. By what?
After losing 4-1.
After getting beaten 4-1.
La bangasky vele for Leana.
And the funny thing,
What's it for?
Kim on every store, right? Flower Sundowns. Yeah,
That's it for.
There's a show, right? Maybe something will happen. It's after those 2 goals, Velaraminya, 85 minutes go for it. So
Maybe driver till be there, man.
No, guys, we are all stressed of this coach, guys. Like,
so
we are not
They're gonna play. He's gonna play.
Sorry, Chaos, you had a point. Chaos had a point. They didn't finish with that one, and then we go to Mr. Coach, yeah?
we are all stressed. We are not relieved. Even the old supporters of Paganea, ababone the news dire coach ba re ba etsang ke mango. Because we were all talking about Rulani just yesterday. We were confident. We're like, okay, yeah, guys, maybe this coach, even though if he has his own flaws, we believe that Rulani can take Pirates somewhere. Now we don't know this coach. Just like Jose, the first time he started, we did not know. We all kept quiet.
But
so I don't know if he can do what Jose did.
Believely, Isaga and
Like,
Pirates fans.
Let me rephrase that. He won't do what Jose did.
No one can do what Jose did, bro. What? You get one of those every 20 years, Chief.
There was a miracle. There was a miracle what he did there.
Are you guys aware of
Exactly.
under Jose,
Exactly.
when it came to cup games, Sundowns was our daily bread.
Nerba badile mfethu.
3-1 Sundowns.
To the point where I remember when we were doing, just before we did our watch along for that semi-final against Pyramids, what happened earlier? Sundowns made it to the final, and we were like, yes.
We won the
all we have to do is get past these Pyramids and win the CAF second star. Yeah, now we have to be little pro again. Eish. Yeah, never fit. I think we need to regroup. We need to go back, look at our players one by one, look at our signings one by one. We still need to talk about signings. We haven't even had a chance to talk about signings yet. I think we'll probably do that in the next coming streams. But yeah, the Scotty is saying that it is over for us. So I think I'm just going to go through the last couple of comments, and then you guys will have the floor. And then when I hear a whistle, I'll stop the stream or something like that. Wait, let me just go through the last couple of comments. So this is how it's going. Nomsa says, I don't blame the coach, I blame Pirates. They don't take us seriously. Patsoguhle still wants to know what happened with the whole link, Rulani. Smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. I'm sorry. Rulani. And then Nomsar, he'll resign on live television. He's up to standard, and Pirates is run like ANC. A lot will annoy him. Yeah, that guy, he doesn't look like a nice guy, I'll tell you that. Jose had a talent of calmness in a storm. Jose, ne? This is still Nomsa. We will not find someone like that anytime soon. That man knew how to make something out of nothing. Hey, Shnonde comes back and says, I think Pirates should continue looking for a new coach because this one is resigning after preseason. Yeah, and then Morena says when he loses his first game and he's out of the top 8, that's a red flag. Oh, yeah. He was just commenting on one of the things that we said that was amusing to him. Yeah, got a deal breaker, top 8. first game that Chaos was saying. And those are the comments, guys. I have no idea what to think, Buffett, so I'll leave it up to you. I remember Ben wanted to raise something and we just never touched on it too much, but I don't know how to close it, gents. Abdeslam. Yeah, Abdeslam. What you gonna do or what do? I don't know. But yeah.
Now I have one note in future. Now I feel like I got quality emotions, I got everything. It's official, Bafetu. Our rivals are not Sundowns. We're not rivals to them. Officially. Rona toe-to-toe Stellenbosch, Kukune. Yeah. I'm gonna lap again. He last began in the corner, but
It's gone.
Sundowns in Fetu, they are now levels above us, and we're just happy to be here. So I'll stay there to support the club Rona until they give us reason not to. You know, they say you must give a man enough rope, he'll hang himself. So Marasegere in future, just know from now on, Bafetu, it's your own fault if you think Pirates batla win league. Ke ambition ya rona eu as this order. League is a nice to have. So maybe in fact we must put all our energy in praying, or maybe Barreka Riveiro Costa, Le Allende, Le Adams, the Rainers Kaufela Barreka after Club World Cup, and then Sundowns goes through their own problems and
What do you mean, bro?
15 points. That's the only way we have a chance, brother.
Nigga, they still have like 200 million in the bank. Can you treat them like this?
If the status was hijackable, guys, I don't know if this is a bit too redundant. I just remembered how I did want to end the show. That was league position with this manager, assuming he finishes the season. Rofella number mang. I'll start with Mr. Coach and I'll end with Ben.
I think because the coach we're going to finish third.
Yeah,
I have to agree with Coach, man. I'd say position 3. It's looking like position 3 now. It's looking like that.
Chaos.
I wanted to say 3, but I'm gonna go ahead and say 4 because it's just Coach. Position 4.
At least it's top 4. Ben, get one on that.
Over the past 10 years or so, we are second of all time. So
Second of all time.
So no matter what happens, Bakuba Coach, you are via at least number 2.
Give prediction, I say expectation.
Yeah, prediction. Yeah, prediction.
Alright, away.
Not expectation.
Oh, no, Rosa number 2, Rosa number 2. Ke Pirates. Rosa number 2.
Say it with your chest, KP. Don't.
Rosa number 2, Rosa number 2. I mean, the management will be picking the players. He is just. Ow, my feet. There's a question here. I'm sorry to extend, but there's a question here. Has anybody seen Robert Marawa interview Lady Man?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I just saw short clips. I just saw short clips of it.
Yeah. Anything to read off of that?
Nothing, brother. Nothing.
Well, guys, I think that's where we do end the show. Yeah, guys, if you guys are walking out of the house, picking up your shoes and making sure you have your jacket, don't forget to say hello or to the like button over there. He would appreciate it. And also subscribe if it's the first time you are seeing these faces, and share so we can grow this community and know where we are as a fan base. I'll just read out the results of the poll. It is 78% too soon to judge, 22% he's the man for us. And yeah, that's how we are thinking, and those are the decisions by the fan base. But Fethu, thank you for joining us. That'll be Bucs Chat Live emergency therapy session. That's how we ended. We will see you guys again on Thursday evening. Hope you guys had a good time. Enjoy your nights. Good night. I want you to sleep. For the ladies, just wake up tomorrow on time for the chance. Skull and crossbones. Skull and crossbones. But Fethu,
how are we gonna chant Abdeslam, Joe? How are we gonna
Abdeslam?
chant